Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Dredge Deluxe Edition. The game is available on PlayStation, Xbox, Nintendo and PC. Dredge is a fishing adventure game developed by Black Salt Games. Okay, gameplay. Well, you start out being shipwrecked in this unfamiliar town. Thankfully, the mayor lets you use a fishing boat as you pay off your debts to him. Now, control-wise, it's very simple stuff. Navigation is streamlined, as is the process of fishing. To catch a fish, you just go to a fishing hotspot where you start this very basic minigame, and it's all about button press timing. As you catch fish, your boat's storage will fill up, which is on a sort of grid system. Once your capacity is full, you head back to town and you sell all your catches to the fishmonger. And this is the basic loop of Dredge. You catch fish, you sell fish, you use money to upgrade your boat to make it better or equipped to fish in different locations or at different depths. Now, speaking of the boat, there's lots of unlockable features available to use, such as a light that fends off the night terrors, a horn that will identify the nearest safe town, a spyglass if you want to survey the area, and skills such as haste that will help you get away from dangerous creatures. The game world is broken down into regions, with each region requiring different equipment to fish, such as the shoreline, the deep ocean, or the swamps. Now, the action takes place over a day-night cycle, but as the night descends, your character's mental state will be affected, resulting in hallucinations, and these hallucinations, if they are prolonged, they will kill you. The core story involves you finding rare artifacts for a mysterious gentleman. To find these, you will need new gear, which, as I said, is tied to how much fish you catch. Now, I would say that the day-night cycle is very quick, with time only really moving if you move your boat, or you fish, or you dredge the water. And honestly, you can get through about 50 days in one session of play if you really are like playing for a few hours. So it would have been nice maybe for a bit of a slower transition, but there you go. Now, this deluxe edition features the Blackstone DLC. This basically gives you a couple of special items that aid you in the early game, but perhaps I would say save these for your second playthrough because they do make it a little bit easier. You also get access to the soundtrack, which is really nice, and this lovely mini art book, poster, sticker set, and for people who like physical deluxe editions, this is a really great option for collectors. In terms of graphics, Dredge, it's got that soft pastel shaded style. The menus are generally very easy to navigate, although some of the fonts aren't very readable. Also, using white text on a black background for stuff you've got to read, that's a big no-no, because you do that long enough, it's just going to burn into your eyes, and it's really not very pleasant to read. Okay, sound-wise, the music really wonderful and just remarkably well suited. The sound effects are fantastic, very subtle ambient effects as well that really do freak you out, especially when you're on the water and you hear these sort of sounds coming from the deep. Sadly, there was no voice work, but perhaps I'd say this might be something we see patched in at a later date, because I think it would definitely add a bit more flavour to it. Okay, the good and the bad points. What's good? It has a very addictive and playable loop. Fishing is simple and satisfying, there are a number of secrets to find, and it's a very well thought out game in terms of how it is structured. Bad points? The game does not have a satisfactory conclusion. The day-night cycle is too fast, meaning it's very hard to immerse yourself into a long day's work, and the accessibility could have been better for some of the menu fonts. Okay, verdict. Dredge is an excellent fishing game that does away with the stuffy elements fishing games usually feature. It's very playable, incredibly addictive, and has a well-paced and well-thought-out structure. I really enjoyed it and found myself playing it non-stop from start to finish. Yes, I'd say the ending is an anti-climax and there are some issues with small parts of the game, but on the whole, it's another stellar example of the indie game genre and how it can often be better than AAA games. It's a game I would definitely recommend. It's like a fishing game where the fishing is actually quite good fun. Who'd have thought it? Definitely worth a punt, and this deluxe edition, I'd say, again, for collectors, absolutely wonderful. Scoring wise, Dredge gets a 9 out of 10. That's the review. Thank you for watching. Cheers.